This book is a biography about the great explorer and missionary of Africa, David Livingstone. As a young boy, David worked in the factory as a piercer. As a young kid, David loved to read books. He especially liked reading science books. One day in the factory, David was caught reading books while working. The supervisor saw his Bible and asked where he got such a nice Bible from. David said he won it at a contest because he memorized Psalm 119. The man didn't believe him and asked him to recite it. He said it, and the man was amazed. David loved science books, but his dad wanted him to read something else. David read a book by Scottish astronomer Thomas Dick. David liked this book so much, he went to Thomas Dick's house. There he talked to Thomas about God and science. After this, he fully embraced Christ. David had decided he wanted to be a missionary. David had to go to medical school and become a doctor before going on any missions. After college, David joined the London Mission Society. One Sunday, David was asked to preach. He forgot everything that he was going to say. Now he thought he would never become a missionary. He got a second chance, and he succeeded. He now had to pick which place he wanted to be a missionary at. He chose Africa. David then sailed the long journey to Africa. David then traveled inland to the village of Kuramar. David realized there were already 2 missionaries at Kuramar. David decided to go north and explore. David traveled in a wagon around Africa. He explored many new parts of Africa, also converted many people. When he got back to Kuramar, he married one of the other missionaries' daughters. They had 4 kids. David thought it was too dangerous for the kids, so he sent them to Scotland. David then started exploring again. Explored till he found out devastating news. David found out the society didn't have enough money to fund him. David had to take a ship to London. David became very popular. He was awarded many different awards, including a couple medals. David even got to visit the Queen, where he talked to her about his mission work. David went to his old college and gave a speech about mission work. The people that listened to the speech really liked it. They decided to set up a mission society at the school. He also wrote a book. The book was very popular, and he made a lot of money. With all the money he made, he decided to fund a trip back to Africa. This time he brought his wife with him. His wife got river fever. After only 6 days of having it, she died in the tent. David then found out that his son Robert had died in the Civil War. David then started getting very sick. David said, "To die is to gain." David meant that it would be better to die than to live any longer. On August 27th, 1873, David Livingstone died. David Livingstone lived a very exciting and adventurous life as a missionary and died for God in Africa. I really like this action-packed, adventurous book about David Livingstone.